So in this video, I want to show you how to connect your email services within HighLevel with GoDaddy. And that way, whenever you send email, it shows up as your business name and you don't land in the spam box. And I'll even show you how to connect your records manually if you're not using GoDaddy. So I need to do this personally for my Girl Dad Entrepreneur sub account. So why not make a video and let you guys follow along? So let's dive in. So on the left, we're going to go to settings. We're going to go down to email services. And here it's going to actually pop up and say, hey, do you want to create a dedicated email sending domain? Yes, I do. And so this is very simple. We're going to do like info.thegirldadentrepreneurship.com. So basically mail, info, do not reply, dot, whatever your domain is, and then click add and verify. And GoDaddy is integrated nicely with HighLevel, which is one thing I really like about it. If you needed to add records manually, just click the add records manually here. And then you just need to go into like Bluehost or HostGator or whatever platform you're using and add these records in manually, and you'll be good to go. There's a little video here that you can watch as well. I'm going to do this with the integration from GoDaddy, so I just click continue. It's going to have me log in with my login. Pretty simple. I'm going to click authorize. I'll log in through Google. And it's pretty simple. So now it's going to say, hey, we want to connect. Good to go. Close. And so now it's going to bring us to this. And usually you get 20 to 30 seconds, but it's pretty quick. So click verify, and it's going to verify pretty much everything except for that bottom row. If it does this where it's like got a few that's not completely verified, just click back. And you'll see here it looks like this right now. So we'll click verify now again, and it should bring those back in. Cool. And so here's this record here. Let me actually show you how to do that manually. So this is the only one that doesn't auto populate, but that's no big deal. So we're going to go to this, we're going to copy it, move this out of the way. I'm going to go to GoDaddy, go over here to my products, go to the Girl Dad Entrepreneur website. Here we go, manage DNS. So we're going to add a new record. We're going to put this, and this is a TXT record. See, there you go. Click save. Oh, helps if I put that in. Probably deleted when I changed it to TXT. All right. Click save. Okay, so we put our code in, and now we're going to go back to HighLevel. We're going to click verify domain. It may have to take just a few more minutes, but it looks like that did it. So we can come back in here, go to verify, just to show you that the SPF, nope, didn't do it yet. So we're going to click verify. Let's see if that got it. Yep. Now you can see that all of these records have been verified. So that's great. So now we want to name the headers here. And so that's going to be like when I send an email out from my domain, it's going to say from the Girl Dad Entrepreneur. And so I come in here and set headers. And what this is going to do, it's going to allow when somebody receives an email from me, instead of just being generic, it's going to say the Girl Dad Entrepreneur or your business name, whatever you do it as. So the Girl Dad Entrepreneur. And then the front email is going to be like mail at, thegirldadentrepreneur.com. So even if you haven't set this mail up like within actual email, you can still receive that email in the conversations area within HighLevel. So you can do mail, you can do info, all that kind of stuff. So I click save, and now we've got that saved. So you can come in here to domain configuration. You can do like different campaigns and that kind of stuff. Can have like info at the Girl Dad Entrepreneur or mail at the Girl Dad Entrepreneur. So you can set those up accordingly. All right, so now that we've got the dedicated email sending domain set up, let's go in and do a quick test. And so I've created this is my lead magnet. It's a PDF. Talk more about it later. But if we come in, I want the from name to be the location name, the email to be the location name, your ultimate business and playbooks inside. Here's all the good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And now I'm going to do a test workflow. And we'll say, actually, let's do this one right here. Going to run test. And so now that should come in. Let's wait for it just a second. All right, so it came into my Gmail here. You can see the Girl Dad Entrepreneur. It looks like it came in the promotions area. Let's click on it. So, all right, so here you can see the email has come through from the Girl Dad Entrepreneur, and then it came through from the info at thegirldadentrepreneur.com. That's the dedicated email sending setup that we created. So there you go. This is just a quick example of what it would look like after you set up the dedicated sending domain. Otherwise, if you're under an agency and you don't set it up, the from is going to show up as the agency owner. And so my agency name is Omada Marketing. And if I had not done this, it would actually come through as Omada Marketing instead of from the Girl Dad Entrepreneur. And so it's just a really good best practice to go ahead and set that dedicated email sending domain up in your HighLevel account. There you go. That's all you've got to do. It's very quick, especially if you're using GoDaddy, but also, it's pretty simple if you're using other platforms as well. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I want to present a special offer here. So one of the areas I really struggled with as I was getting my business off the ground, and I struggled in sales over the last probably 10 years until I figured this out. I used to think it was about being pushy and persuasive and all that, and it's really just about being real, authentic, and asking good questions. Some of you may relate with that as well. And so I've attended all kinds of sales seminars, specifically Russell Brunson's Selling to Many challenge here recently. And so I've kind of compiled the learnings that I've had and put them into this 42-page document that really talks about crafting your ultimate business model, which helps you get really clear on your customer. When you get really clear on who your product serves and the problem it solves, you have ultimate clarity in your business, and you can really kind of key in on what's the marketing strategy you should have, what's the sales strategy you should have. And the big aha for me was, you're really in the business of breaking false beliefs. Every customer has some kind of internal false belief of why it won't work for them, or some external false belief of the market won't support this idea. And so this document is going to help you unpack that. And this GPT right here is a free GPT that you can use. It's going to help you be like an assistant. It's trained on this entire playbook here, and it is just incredible. Another really cool thing here that helped me was this business model canvas. And if you haven't done this for your business, take 10 minutes, figure out what is the true problem you are solving? What's the solution? What's your unfair advantage that you have over your competitors? What's going to be your channel to market? And I've got a link here to an Excel sheet or Google sheet that you can use, just totally power packed. And a really cool example is when you have ultimate clarity in your business, you're going to know what those trigger points are. For example, we were talking about this just the other day. A mattress company was trying to figure out hey, when's the best time to run ads? And they couldn't figure it out. They were trying to promote ads during the middle of the day. So they took a poll to see when the best time was to run ads was. And so first one was they thought it was 8 or 9 o'clock right before bed. The next time was at 8 in the morning when somebody was waking up. And then the third best time was at lunch, on people's lunch break. And when they actually dug deep into who their ideal customer was, understand what's the emotion going through when somebody's got a bad mattress, 2, 3 in the morning, you're just shifting around, you can't sleep, you get on your phone and you're doing all kinds of Amazon purchases and Facebook scrolling and all that kind of stuff. So 2 a.m. is actually the ideal time to run a Facebook ad or Google ad for mattress sales. And so you can't get to that clarity until you dive deep into who is it that you serve. And so this document will help you with that. If you want to have access to it, check out the link in the description and in the comments. I appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.